Cyfnod i'w gofio yn tre'r cofi, ond i bwy, Caernarfon neu Pen-y-bont. 9 mis ers y tymor ddechrau, ni lawr i'r gêm ola, heb os i'r ddau glwb yma, y gêm fwyaf hefyd. Mae'n gêm i gyrraedd Ewrop, mor syml â hynny. Owain Tudur-Jones sy'n cadw cwmni fi. Mae fe'n ŵr poblogaidd iawn fel cynchwylio'r Bangor fan hyn, yng nghanol y cofi armi. Am bno, maen nhw wedi cael gemau mawr iawn fan hyn ar draws y blynyddoedd. Dros 100 mlynedd fan hyn. Mae hyn yn teimlo eitha special heddi.
Swn i'n tybio mwyaf o safbwynt yr awyrgylch, faint o bobl sydd wedi troi allan, y ffaith bod nhw wedi bod mewn rownd derfynol i gyrraedd Ewrop o blaen a methu. Dwi'n gwybod bod nhw wedi cael llwyddiant yn ystod cyfnod Covid, ond mae hon yn teimlo'n wahanol. A maen nhw'n gwynebu tîm da ym Pen-y-bont, tîm sy'n rediad da yn gorffen yn y seithfed safle. Mae'n gaddo bod yn dipyn o gêm.
Ie, sut ti'n gweld i mynd, achos mae yn ddiddorol, Pen-y-bont yn y hanner gwaelod, ond wedi bod o dan, ddim yn ildio goliau chwalu dre newydd yn y rhwng gyndrefynol arall, ond mae hyn, Caernarfon gatre hefyd.
Ie, dyna sy'n neud y gwahaniaeth, dwi'n meddwl. Ti'n sbio nhw'n ennill o 5 gol i ddim wrthos dwytha. Dwi'n meddwl bod gan Pen-y-bont chwaraewyr gwell na Caernarfon, ond mae yna rhyw deimlad gwahanol am y gêm yma heddiw. Mae Pen-y-bont o bosib fysa'r ffefrynnau, oherwydd y chwaraewyr sydd ganddyn nhw, oherwydd y profiad sydd o fewn i tîm nhw, boes fel Venables, dwi dal yn teimlo bydd y tîm cartre yma yn teimlo bod yna rhywbeth arbennig ar y ffordd iddyn nhw heddiw yma.
Fel chi'n gweld y ddau tîm allan ar y cae, ni'n mynd i gael munud o ddywelwch cyn y gêm yma hefyd, felly gawn ni hynny yn y man, ond wrth i'r ddau tîm gwahanu ac ati. Ar y wyrgylch sy'n taro chi hefyd, ni gyda crew o Pen-y-bont yn y cornel, y Canaries dros y lle i gyd hefyd, a wrth gwrs Caernarfon erioed i bod i Ewrop, Pen-y-bont na tymor diwetha. Yw hwnna'n ffactor o gwbl?
Wel, mae'n dibynnu sut mae'r ffactor yna. Os ydy pawb yn hyn Caernarfon yn deud rwan ydy'n amser ni ac yn camu fyny, neu o bosib, maen nhw'n teimlo'r nerfa, a maen nhw'n teimlo bod yr achlysur yn ormod iddyn nhw. Mae hynna'n gallu digwydd mewn rownd derfynol. Felly mi fydd Pen-y-bont yn defnyddio bob awns o brofiad sydd ganddyn nhw ar y cae ac hefyd o ran y tîm hyfforddi ac yn gobeithio byddwn nhw'n tawelu'r dorf yma o fewn y 10 munud chwarter awr cyntaf.
Ie, wel dyna beth sydd ar y ffordd. Gêm enfawr, ond fel o'n i'n gweud cyn hynny, ni'n mynd i gael munud o dywelwch fan hyn, a hynny gofio Eiron Davies, cyn chwaraewr a rheolwr Felyn Heli, gymaint o ymateb wedi bod dros yr wythnosau diwetha i'w farwolaeth. Yr ymateb yn dweud y cyfan, a hynny yn amlwg fan hyn heddi hefyd. Y ddau dîm yn cwrdd yn y canol, a newn ni ymdawelu hefyd. A dyna ni, gymaint o barch yn cael ei ddangos fan hyn i Eiron. A nawr mae'r sŵn yn cynyddu yma, ni'n barod amdani. Gêm i gyrraedd Ewrop wrth i ni ymuno anti-meselwebu yn Saesneg. Marc Jones gyda Mike Wild, ond draw â ni nesa at Mr Nick Parry.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Oval in Caernarfon, where the Cofis host Pen-y-bont in the 2023-24 Cymru playoff final. Caernarfon defeated Cardiff Met last Friday by 2-0, and Pen-y-bont simply outclassed Newtown by a 5-0 scoreline last Saturday to set up today's big game. It's a beautiful day at the Oval. Can the two teams produce us a game of beautiful football for a full house of fans? Alongside me this afternoon is a serial winner from the Cymru Premier and the new manager of Colwyn Bay. Good afternoon, Gaffer. Michael Wild.
Good afternoon, Joe. Are you okay?
Great to have you on board this afternoon, Mike. Caernarfon there. Anybody standing out who could be a big influence in the game for you, Mike?
Well, there's a lot of match winners on the pitch. Obviously, Bradley for Caernarfon, and then Venables, as you can see there, starting up front for Pen-y-bont. So it'll be an interesting game.
Dion Donoghue in view there, great ex-Football League player, and has a wand of a left foot, Mike.
Yeah, it's such quality on the ball, and I'm sure he'll be looking to try and create opportunities in and around the final third with through balls as well.
It is a wonderful day, Mike, and you know, it has the. Remember I know. Well, I'm a year or two older than you, Mike, I think, but the finals used to be the Wembley finals and all Welsh Cup finals. There was always sunshine at them. Great occasion we could have on our hands here. Miles Davies could be again a massive influence for Pen-y-bont. Marc Little scored a wonder goal last week. Mike, do you think Caernarfon will try and drop off early doors and just stop Pen-y-bont scoring early?
I think so. I think the game will be set up similar to that as well, all round, where they'll both be feeling each other out, particularly Caernarfon, maybe a little bit of a block, a deep block, and see what Pen-y-bont's setup's going to be like.
Referee this afternoon, Alex McKinch. It's a big game at this level, refereeing. The record, the capacity crowd is 1,900. May just be a couple over, I think, Mike.
Yeah, it's fantastic atmosphere. It looks absolutely packed in and around us here, Jonah, so it's a fantastic.
Like I said, Mike, you've played in this league and been very successful for years and years. What difference, Mike, to the players, to the league, to the standard, would a regular 1,500 supporters bring at every ground?
Oh, it would do. Yeah, not just from a league's point of view, but from a player's point of view as well. The more fans that are at games, obviously you get a bigger percentage out of football players as well.
Kircough skipping clear then. Mark Williams gets the intervention. Miles Davies with acres of room on the right-hand side. Fires in a great cross. That's a fantastic tackle.
Yeah.
Griff John makes a fantastic goal-saving tackle in the first minute and a half. You're the expert goal scorer. What about that for a tackle, Mike?
Yeah, it's very, very clever. Just got his body in the way, making sure that there wasn't any free contact, first contact, and made it difficult for the forward.
Whipped across from Rafael. It's early pressure. Can Pen-y-bont start the way they did last weekend when they simply outclassed Newtown by a 5-0 scoreline? Bradley relaxes the shot from the touchline, and Bradley has relaxed most of the season, been in a good relaxing mould. Has he earned a free kick there? Referee says play on. Smart decision, or as well, as he a bit unlucky there?
Yeah, with it being so early on in the game, I don't think he's going to be getting anything like that just yet.
I'll tell you what though, Mike, I think that the stamp is set there. Ball to feet of Bradley, he's just going to run at people. Yeah,
especially if Miles is caught out of position a little bit, or he's obviously already put one ball into the box quite successfully. That'll be the space to exploit, especially with Bradley getting in them opportunities and fronting up little. And obviously Evans would then backtrack and try and double up on him, and it's just if they can get a better outcome.
Yeah, Pen-y-bont gone with a back three, Caernarfon with a 4. So it looks like Pen-y-bont will try all the time and use their wing-backs. Two of the league's better wing-backs. I don't know whether you agree. Miles Davies and Quay have wonderful feet.
100%. The quality that they can produce when the ball's at their feet and the delivery, it's always on point. And if you've got somebody like Venables attacking the ball as well, that's obviously one of their main dangers and main threats.
Distances now. This Keon Rafael's been in great form this season. Works his socks off every time he plays, puts that blue shirt on. Owen, he'll ask questions of the goalkeeper here, I'm sure. Whipped across that 6-yard line. Owen goes short to Miles Davies.
Oh.
And everything we said about Miles in the first 5 minutes, I think we'll forget.
And also, I think it was a good point, though, Jonah. That was a great opportunity, nice and early from Kane Owen to maybe put a ball into the box. Ask a couple of questions at the centre halves, and especially the goalkeeper as well, and just cause a little bit of panic.
Yeah, and look, yeah, I love it that you're giving that sort of opinion, because if you're up top, if you've waited all week for this cup final, if that's the perfect position for Kane Owen to deliver to you, you want it delivered.
Well, 100%. You're just asking questions of John, Cartwright, Tibbetts, everybody that back four, really. You're just asking questions to see if they're in tune with the game, if there's any nerves, and maybe take advantage or not.
Lloyd. Can he run out to play a smart play to give that? Borges done well there. Oh, it's a corner. Borge has misguided his the ball. Hands out. Switch on right from the kick-off in big games. Yeah, I think he's right. I think the linesman's right.
Yeah, I think there is just a little nick there. And there we go about nerves as well, just not having your stance correct. A little bit too close together, little nudge, touches his big toe and it's out for a corner and puts under a little bit of pressure and a ball can be put into the box.
So the last 7 games, Mike, they've not let a goal in, Pen-y-bont. Can Caernarfon break that duck early in the playoff final? Dion Donahue whips a decent corner cross, headed away. Borge redeems himself and gets it away. Bradley puts it back in early. Kircough. Harlan does well to look after the Harlan. Miles Davies cuts inside, the brakes on. A 2 against 2 up top. Kircough tries to flick it. Gossett gets back and does a great bit of defending, midfield defending. Good tempo, Mike.
Yeah, good start. The counter was certainly on then. And they've flooded numbers forward as well. Pen-y-bont then asking a lot of questions of Caernarfon.
John plays the youngster Morgan Owens, who's been impressive. Kirkough's seen a lot of the ball early doors. Evans. The wing backs could cause problems here because the back four in between. Harry Thomas, the Caernarfon goalkeeper, is warming up. Just as a little bit of a caution. Tibbets may have took a bit of a bang early on. Thomas. I think he'll be all right, Mike. I don't think it was a heavy challenge.
No, it didn't.
Donahue comes around. Darren Thomas wins ahead of Bradley. It is, by the way, Mediterranean weather out there for Caernarfon this afternoon. Everybody's telling us about going on holiday to Mallorca. They should have stayed. Kircough got a great ball. Kircough, Venables onside as well. What a wonderful ball from the youngster. Whips one across the front again. You get a brace, Mike, in the semi-final when you're 20 years of age, young Kircough. Does that fill you up for the week coming?
Oh, of course it does. The lad will be full of confidence. He would have been itching for this game to get going, and he'll want a point to prove as well in the final and see if he can add to that goal tally.
Darren Thomas chasing the ball all the way in. It's a wonderful clearance from Prisbeck. Offside flag given against Venables. Richard Davies got Caernarfon in the top 6 and did a fantastic job getting them where they are. But can he be the man to take the Cofis army into Europe? What an achievement that would be, Mike.
Oh, it certainly would do, and I'm sure these fans are wanting that to happen 100%, and I'm sure they'd take a massive following wherever they go as well.
Owen, Kane Owen, Rafael. They will talk about last week's semi-finals, Mike. The 2-0 victory from Caernarfon against the Met was, what should we say, it was almost a 90% game, and that's not taking nothing away from the players. And then Pen-y-bont then travelled to Newtown and give like 120% with a 5-0, which I think, being honest, makes Pen-y-bont slight favourites.
I think so. I think momentum is really important in football, and especially if you're going in from a semi-final having scored 5 goals, the game can't come round quick enough, so therefore you want it to happen, and they'll be much more confident, and they'll want to try and replicate what they've just done in the semi-final here in the final.
In 7th place last season at Haverfordwest, 4 games in Europe, and lots of finance rewards, and that's exactly the same what both clubs are looking for this afternoon. Free kick given. Oh, it's a bad one. Just a soft one, really. Into the back of Kircough. Mark Williams. Kane Owen to take the free kick. How high is that line, by the way, Mike?
Yeah, it's just starting to drop as he started to make connection with the ball. Now they're on the 18-yard box.
Yeah, Bradley and Miles Davies will be some battle this afternoon. Bradley wins that one.
And I think you're right, that's one of the key elements to this football game. I think we've already just seen it already. Obviously, Miles' quality when he goes forward, but obviously that means that Bradley can exploit them areas and them zones in behind that wing back.
We were talking to the academy manager, Kavanagh, earlier on, and he said to us about he's been so impressed by the work rate Bradley now gives the team off the ball.
Yeah, he does. I think he's got on-the-ball qualities, but also it's so important to have them off-the-ball qualities, and work rate should be a given, and he's doing that, and he has done it all season long, and reaped the rewards as well with a very, very good season.
He's in the nominations for the Welsh Premier Player of the Year alongside Brad Young and Danny Redmond. Not the greatest of kicks. Williams tidies up and does really well. Chance. Harlan, he has pace, Harlan, if he can get it down. Oh, the spin went the wrong way for Harlan then, otherwise he was in.
Yeah, that might have just been getting his body in front of the ball, then hitting his chest or his mid-drift, and then taking the ball forward instead of obviously having that the right leg, dangling out. Yeah.
Well, Shane Warne would have been proud of that one, Mike, I think. Was that the off spinner or a leg spin? Mark Williams celebrated last week his goal to open up this scoring against Cardiff Met. Griff John gets it as wide as possible, looking for Bradley. Mark Little is going to win that battle, I think. Great touch there. Harlan again making a break. Danny Gossett against Harlan. Oh, tell you what, they'll cover some miles this afternoon. Referee says play on. Fair enough.
I think it's a head injury though.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see again. But I tell you what, Mike, it's livening up already, isn't it? Look at this.
Yeah, it certainly is. It was just about to be a 2v2, so that's the reason why Danny was such an...
Wow. There's no intent.
No.
They've just clashed heads. And they have clashed heads, by the way.
Yeah, Danny was in such a hurry to stop that attack. That's why he got to the floor and then obviously went to the floor. And then the head clash happened further on after that, accidental.
I'll tell you what, Mike, I like the way the ref dealt with that as well.
Yeah.
Like the way he's dealt with that. Take it easy. Cool down. Big game on board this afternoon. Don't get carried away. Nobody did it on purpose. I think Marc may have to come off for a quick check. Fans, fantastic fans. The Cofis have always been supported, and they've really turned out in style today. And I think you have to give a lot of credit to Pen-y-bont, who've brought almost 100 fans up a long way, 4 hours. Real supporters.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, if you're travelling them type of miles, then 100%. But it is a final, and it can get you to Europe, so...
Cartwright goes back to Josh Tibbetts. Tibbetts. It's a better pass this time. Oh, there's a bit of mix-up between the two youngsters on the right-hand side there. Morgans and Lloyd. Owen fires it long. John. There's no time on the ball at the moment, Mike.
No, it's a little bit scrappy, but it'll have patches like that as well. And then in wide areas, we've already seen it'll open up a little bit, but the middle of the park is quite congested.
And it looks like Pen-y-bont are affording themselves a gamble of pushing Miles Davies on, because right in front of us, Bradley, if he could get it, is definitely one-on-one with Mark Little.
And that's the area that Caernarfon need to exploit this one right now.
And he's in here. That's what we were talking about. Bradley. Little will stand up. Bradley. Clark. Can Clark get across? Good effort. Good save. Good hands by the goalkeeper. It had to be good hands. And he held it well. But that is going to be a key point in this game, Mike.
Yeah, 100%. If Miles Davies is that high, then Bradley will exploit that. He just needs to cut in a little bit sharper on his left foot to right, and then obviously we know what his right foot can do after there on in.
Williams. Miles Davies is a great header of a ball, and he gets the flick on there. Almost looks like Well, they go to a 4. They've been going to a 4 since about the first 5 minutes. Griffiths has sort of, I think he's had a look and said, right, Mile, on you go. Kane will come as a left back. Jeffries and Borges as centre backs, and Marc Little as a right back. Looks like, Mike.
Yeah, it does. It's just on that last occasion, just Little was inside the pitch a little bit too much, which obviously give that space to Bradley.
Tibbets. That's good football skill there from Owen. Just keeps the ball in play. Chelsea. Kircough. Oh, it's a great ball. Just spins it down the left-hand side. Rafael, can he get the shot off? Rafael. Harlan will get it off. Straight at the goalkeeper. Didn't quite catch it as he wanted to, but seen a lot of early action in the game, Harlan, so far.
Yeah, great work down the left-hand side, cutting inside. And then it's a half miss-hit shot. Obviously, you want to try and get a bit more power behind it.
They've improved their ratio of getting goals as well from a scoring for Owen. Loves that chip in, headed away. Great headed away by Marc Williams. Oh, it was Bradley, by the way. 2-on-2. Can you? Louis Lloyd, can you run? Can you take on Harlan? He's pulled it back. Just the wrong one. Kircough, chance. Gossett! Big chance. I know it's early in the game. There's only 16 minutes gone. But Danny Gossett gets a real chance there to put the Cofis ahead.
Yeah, great opportunity. Just didn't catch it as full as he wants.
The first ball inside could have been played in front as well from Lloyd.
A little bit behind play, yeah.
But it shows to me that Griffiths has said to his players, you go on and try and produce what you produced last week. And Caernarfon have the ability. They have the ability to play on the break. Lloyd has legs. Bradley has legs. And Gossett got into the action as well. Big chance for Danny Gossett. Kane Owen. I don't think he'll go short with us this time.
No, I wouldn't have thought.
He has.
It's definitely going in the second time, though.
And it's a decent ball in as well.
Ask a question.
Had to ask the question. Harlan again gets to the seconds early. Owen. Harlan takes the shot on just wide of the mark. There's Rhys Griffiths in view. We spoke about Harlan's energy earlier on, Mike, didn't we? He's very, very energetic.
Yeah, he gets around the pitch excellently, and on the ball as well. He makes things happen.
Bradley. Donahue. No. Caernarfon playing out in the way that a lot of teams do of late. The long ball goes towards Bradley, and Marc Little heads it out. Quite even so far.
It is. There's little scrappy spells, and then also there's opportunities to be exploited for both teams as well. I think obviously the quality that Kane possesses in regards to being on the ball and putting that ball into the box and asking a question, but then on the break, obviously Caernarfon have asked the question also.
Donahue. Bradley spins Little. Little, with all his Football League experience, stands up. Donahue. Clark's out of the box. Zach Clark. Few players losing their foot in wonderful performance and effort. We have to say, Mike, sometimes they don't get the credit. The groundsman's done a brilliant effort here today, because it's like a cricket pitch out there.
Yeah, it looks lovely. It looks really nice.
Pen-y-bont, first time they've been in the playoffs. They lost 2-1 to Santa Coloma Van Doren in last season's European qualifier, and they want to get back. Lloyd, chance, Lloyd, has he opened the scoring? Owen, is it in, is it out? It's in! Louis Lloyd opens the scoring! 1-0 to the home team, Caernarfon! What a way to open the scoring. The youngster, the 21-year-old, loves the goalkeeper, and the Cofis are 1-0 ahead. Caernarfon 1, Pen-y-bont 0.
Whoa, what a great, cool finish. Really composed by Lloyd. Excellent finish just to put that over the keeper. Little up, back and through, it looked like. Yes, little set, third man run, and a great finish. Excellent finish.
Darren Thomas with a wonderfully weighted pass as well. But the youngster, what can I do? I can clip the goalie and just put it in the back of the net.
Well, he's seen the space in behind the back four, now it is, and he's just thought, as the keepers come out, made himself as big as possible, we'll just ease this over.
While the Cofis are celebrating there's Fish. He loves to celebrate the goal mine, Fish. But he'd be keeping his eye on his goalkeeper, Josh Tippett's the other end at the moment, because he's having treatment again. But you're in a playoff, Mike, with like you said, 2,000 fans behind you. The first goal, how vital is that?
Really vital, especially when you've got this amount of fans behind you. Like you said, it'll settle your nerves down, it'll make you a little bit more composed on the football, and it'll make you confident as well.
We did talk, Mike, off air at the start about Louis Lloyd, didn't we? He's a nuisance character. There's the goalkeeper warming up, and he's warming up. Harry Thomas is warming up. It'll be a big game for the youngster to come on. He's played you on the Scorio live match earlier on in the season and did a great job. So, don't get me wrong, Mike, sometimes you get something going your way in football and you might take a minute out. But I think he is genuinely injured.
Yeah, I think earlier on we seen that he was struggling.
That's the first goal Pen-y-bont have conceded since the 2nd of March. That's an incredible start. But Rhys Griffiths would have known. Kendall alongside him would have known. Lee Jarman alongside him would have known. There's nothing for nothing in this league, Mike. There's £200,000 at stake this afternoon. Evans heads it back in. Zach Clark gets a flick. Seen a couple of special games in these playoff finals. Could we have another one on our hands now? Griff John has started well, winning headers at the back, which he's been quite dominant in there early doors.
Yeah, he's keeping Venables really quiet at the moment. I think anything that's direct going up there, the two centre-halves are doing really well at the moment for Caernarfon, both Grip and Cartwright. Bradley's dragging two out this time. That's got to be a foul. No foul, referee. It's back again. Bradley down in the corner. Bradley offside when it got played back into him. He wanted a free kick first of all. It's a foul, ref. We'll have a look, and you can be the VAR. Here you go. It's a foul. Yep,
it's a foul.
That's a foul.
Spot on, it's a foul. Well, he'll look back on that and he'll be disappointed that he didn't get the free kick. 23 minutes absolutely flown by at the Oval. Caernarfon 1, Pen-y-bont 0. Again, Griff John wins the first header. Lloyd. Clark will be in a race with Jeffries and Kane Owen, and you'll fancy yourself there. And they're flooding bodies forward as well. Clark rounds his man. Clark with step-overs. Playing with confidence now.
Yeah, excellent play by Clark down that right wing. Just disappointed with his end product.
Cartwright. A goal in a big game lifts everybody, and it's lifted Caernarfon. Venables. Most probably it is most potent when the game goes quiet, Venables, as most goal scorers are, Mike.
Yeah, they'll be still concentrating, still working things out, seeing where the spaces are, trying to work the two centre-halves out where he can gain advantage.
It's a good header away from Borge. Second header from Harlan, and it's hooked back into the area from Mark Williams. Cartwright. Scoring in behind. Borge. Penalty. Will it be? Will it be? Or is it accidental? Referee says penalty. Penalty it is. The referee was as close as anybody else. Borge goes to ground. Just clips the heels. Was it Louis Lloyd again? Could have been Lloyd. Bradley And Zach Clark. Oh, don't argue over the penalty, boys.
Yeah, this looks very clumsy. Yeah.
Budge making a run backwards. Lloyd makes it, yeah, he clips him. I don't think there's much doubt. I think everybody in the ground knows that's going to be a penalty.
There's no intent, but obviously it's a clumsy challenge by going to the ground.
Zach Clark has taken over the penalty. I don't know whether Bradley is a regular penalty taker, you know, and there was a little bit of debate between the two when they took it. Clark is full of confidence. What a goal this could be after 25 minutes. It's Clark versus Presbeck to try and make it 2-0 in a Europa playoff final. Pressurised penalty, Mike.
It certainly is.
Clark takes the run up. Presbeck bouncing around on the line. Clark in the back of the net. He goes the right way, the goalkeeper, but he can't keep it out. Zach Clark puts Caernarfon 2-0 ahead against Pen-y-bont, and they couldn't have dreamed of a better start.
No, he's managed to get a hand on it, the goalkeeper, but it had enough power on and could not keep it out.
Could anybody see this coming? It's early doors yet. There's only 26 minutes gone, but the home team are 2-0 ahead.
Does really well to whip that into the corner. No wonder the keeper can't get it round the post.
You know what,
so
Mike? In these pressurised situations, any penalty that hits the back of the net is a wonderful penalty. Have we seen them missed in big games?
Oh, yeah. Sometimes the occasion will get to players. Sometimes when they're missed as well, it's a massive shift in the game. But when you put them away like that and it goes 2-0, again, confidence will grow throughout the team.
I'll tell you what they've done, Mike. Since they scored the first goal, they've gone back to front very quick, Caernarfon, and put a lot of pressure on that back four of Pen-y-bont. They've just got it forward, and they're looking for mistakes. We've had a mistake or two happen, and, well, the next 15 to 20 minutes is going to be vital.
Definitely, and that's what it's about, Jonah, minimising them mistakes. The ball's gone in behind twice, the back four, and then twice goals have come from the back of it. One was a cultured finish, and then one was a mistake, an untidy challenge, and resulted into a penalty.
I think the referee's got it right again. Mike, whoops, that's a flying tackle. To be the first yellow here, it has to be, I think. Harlan says no, the referee says... Has he produced? Oh yeah, he has. He has. First yellow of the afternoon goes to Lewis Harlan for a tackle on Sean Bradley. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, that was a little bit reckless.
Harlan is key to Pen-y-bont. He has to be careful the next 20 minutes, up to half-time at least. But what a start, Mike. What a game.
Yeah.
Could have you wrote this after 25 minutes?
Not at all. I think it's really, really vital now Caernarfon manage this next 20 minutes all the way up to half-time.
Ball into the mixer again. Griff John again, using his physicality up there. Gossett, first to the ball. First to the ball again. The race is on. Oh, good pace from the youngster we spoke about early on, Morgan Owens. He's done well in that race there. Clark. If Clark plays with this energy, Mike, and keeps occupying Jeffries and Borg, it'll help Caernarfon massively.
Certainly will, and then also what that'll do is if he keeps them two centre halves together, it'll allow space. It'll allow space as well for Bradley to operate down that left-hand side still.
And it looks that way at present. Head injury. The fact 1,960 is the official attendance. They're the Pen-y-bont travelling faithful. They're most probably stunned at the moment. And there are the Quay army. There's a long way to go in this game yet. And Pen-y-bont have the ability. Griffiths and company have the know-how to come back, but what a situation to be in.
Yeah, and all credit to Caernarfon. You can obviously see that there has been a formation change as well with Pen-y-bont.
Again, in it went. It's gone over the top of ball. I think he was expecting the goalkeeper to come and get us in there. Yeah. Just clips him.
Yeah, his left foot just clips his knee.
Yeah.
And that's all. Slight contact when you're running quick at pace. That's all it'll take.
And what I was trying to get out of it, Mike, was it's a smart decision by the referee not to try and enforce a red card or anything, because it wasn't on purpose, was it?
No, there's no malice or intent in that. I think that's just an unfortunate happening where he's gone to ground, but it's still a penalty.
Club Rugby follows this game. Sharks versus Cardiff, 5 o'clock. Good luck to Cardiff this afternoon. John. Rafael may get the free kick, but foot in again. They're winning little battles. Mike, they're winning little battles. And yet again, I don't want me to emphasise it again, but John at the back has won the first ball sent up again.
Yeah, he has. I think it might just be more bodies in and around Venables, and Pen-y-bont would want to pick up them second balls.
It's a tackle again. The crowd are definitely helping Caernarfon. Massively helping them. Just might have got away with one here, Gab Kircough. "31 minutes on the clock. Caernarfon. Well, we've seen 2 playoff games this season from the English, this week, Mike, from the English Premier League. Leeds United 4-0 and Southampton 3-0. You don't usually expect these games to be big margins, do you?
No, and I don't expect this to be either. Once half-time's happened, I'm sure Reece will get Pen-y-bont together and come up with a plan to try and disrupt Caernarfon.
Venables playing there. Donahue again has whipped it back in early and it's paid dividends again. Offside flag maybe coming back on Zach Clark. Yeah, that's the decision. There's Griffiths. Football can be a strange game. You have 7 games, you win 6, draw 1, you don't give a goal away, then you go to the big party, and at the big party you're 2-0 behind in 30 minutes. He has experience, wonderful player, he's had a wonderful start at a managerial career. Like you said earlier on, Mike, long way to go, yeah?
Yeah, long way to go. I'm sure there's more twists and turns in this game.
Donahue. Williams goes back. Tibbets gets his kick, a pretty good kick away as well. Tibbets. It's gone out. Has it gone out? It is gone out. What a soft way this would be to get back into the game for Pen-y-bont. It was rolled back to Tibbets. It looks like it's gone behind. Yes, Miles out. It's a corner, I think. Kane Owen hasn't realised it's a corner yet, I don't think. Now he has. Ashley Evans goes for the short. Key moments now, Mike. Key moments. In it goes. Back post. Venables heads it back across. Is it in? It's hooked away. No, Tibbets punches it away. And Bradley wins the hook on. Evans. Kircough. The break could be on here, you know. There were 3 against 1. There's big moments in games, and that was a big moment. Evans. Lloyd providing that nuisance factor again. Challenging every ball. Borge. Spreads play. Donahue. Play on. Mal Davies. Gossett. Trying to pass away out then. I think they were better off just hitting corners, especially under this little bit of pressure. Owen. Pen-y-bont just trying to resettle. Get on the ball. Gossett and Clark making challenges. Harling goes to ground. Borge looking for that diag. Kircough the target. Free kick against Kircough. Marc Williams showing all the experience in the world there, Mike.
Yeah, this Venables got up really well, directed it back towards the danger area. We just need somebody to throw their body on the line and perhaps just scramble that over. Doesn't matter how that goes in.
I think it's Morgan Owens who makes the header. It's not the punch, I don't think he does. Decent header as well. Two of Caernarfon's youngsters, and we will say youngsters, 20-year-olds maybe. Louis Lloyd and Morgan Owens standing up in a big game, which is a key thing. Borge. Davies. It's a good tackle, great tackle. Play on, says play on. Gossett. If you're managing now, you are going to be managing obviously in a couple of weeks, months time, Mike. You're 2-0 ahead. You're 35 minutes. Clark with the ball. We'll just carry on a minute. Clark with the ball. Clark first to the ball again. He gets a shot off. Clark. They're just first to every ball, Mike, at the moment.
Yeah, they are. I think they're managing this section of the game really well as well. So when the ball's going out, taking the time, they're resetting. But also when it's in that final third, they're really reactive as well, and they want to try and create that third goal as well.
Yeah, like I said, Mike, welcome to the managerial club, because if this is your team out there now, this is the time you start looking at that watch, mate. And you want 35 minutes when you're 2-0 ahead to be 45. He's on. Bradley, can he make it 3? Bradley, he's made it 3! Unbelievable! Puts his arm, salutes up his fans. What an incredible scoreline at the Oval. Caernarfon Town 3, Pen-y-bont 0. And are they Europe bound?
Wow, another mistake in the back four. Creating an opportunity. And Bradley dispatches with the plum.
Well, he makes it himself. Puts Little under a bit of pressure. Great dummy, by the way. Sends boards the wrong way. Does he keep his cool? Of course he does. Drops his shoulder and just slices it past the goalkeeper. It's a good goal, Mike.
Oh, persistence. Yeah, he's direct. And then when he gets in there, cool, calm, collective, and just rolls it to the opposite side. Such powerful running and such concentration with the finish as well.
Yeah, Mike, we can talk about mistakes, but when you're given a chance, when you say 25 yards out on the wing, you've still got two defenders and a goalkeeper to beat, by the way.
Yeah, 100%. Bradley's all over that. That's his game. Loves running with the ball, loves dropping the shoulder, jinking, left, right, causing problems for defenders. And then when he's looking the goalkeeper in the eye, ultimately he can just slot it down on the left-hand side of him.
Mike, like I said, you've been involved in this league for many a season and been one of the top players in the league for many a season. Have you seen a more dramatic 38 minutes than you in many games than this?
Not really, no. Absolutely stunning. I was not expecting this, and I'm sure Reece wasn't expecting this as well.
Well, no half-time would be incredible. 3-0. The Pen-y-bont fans we just showed. Again, yeah, Marc Williams is doing a great job as well. How many tackles has he just stole? And they're just getting it up to their front men. Look, Bradley starting to enjoy it. Lloyd, he can run all day, Lloyd. Will he get the shot off? Lloyd! Oh, Shuddy pulled it back inside the Dallin Thomas. Caernarfon are just on fire at the moment.
Another counter, very explosive, direct. And at the moment, Pen-y-bont haven't got any answers. The defending.
Has he got to go across the goalie there?
Yeah. Ideally, going across the goal. I think he just wanted to make sure he hit targets. Might have took a little bobble. Therefore, going to the near side of the goal.
It's a future in this league. At least this boy, Lloyd. He has legs. He has tenacity. And he has the right attitude as well for me.
Been really impressed with him in the opening 40 minutes.
And I'll tell you what, by the way, the work rate, which we talked about with Zach Clark, I mean, he's just stopped for a break at the moment. Donahue uses all his football league knowledge. I tell you what, there's Kendall there, biting his hair, biting his nails. There's Lee. They are just taking... You've been there. We've all been there. You know, you feel for winning managers. You feel for managers when it's like this. There's still a lot left in this game. A lot left in this game. But a 3-0 scoreline to come back from would be incredible now. Chance for 3-1. Venables. Tibbetts makes a save. Gets a free kick.
Yeah, great opportunity. Hasn't caught that the way he wanted to on his left foot as well. But what a delightful ball. Great bit of space he's picked up. Just wants to connect fully with it instead of into the ground.
Well, they're putting their body on the line to keep him out. Venables says it's not a free kick, but unfortunately for Pen-y-bont it is. And Tibbetts, even in the first minute now, the 40th minute, it's time to slow it down a little bit. Get the half-time now at 3-0. Tibbetts. Lloyd wins the header. Clark goes down. He's not even asking for the free kick. He's enjoying it that much, I think, Mike. Now he gets it.
And I think that's half the problem. He's had so much joy out there. Zach Clark as well. Obviously Jeffers and Borge needs to make sure they're a little bit tighter, a little bit more aggressive.
Well, to be fair to Richard Davies, he's played with a front three. I think we've seen Connah's Quay do it at TNS. Congratulations as well, by the way, sorry, but we've seen Connah's Quay do it at TNS in the final. They went with a front three and thought, hey, we're going to have a go today. We're here one day with a chance to win it. What happened?
Exactly, yeah. I think you can see the way Caernarfon have set up. They've almost got a back five in and are happy to go on the counter-attack and ask questions.
Great ball across the front. It's gone to ground. 2 minutes before half-time, Mike. You're 3-0 ahead. Are you sending your left-back, Donahue, 50 yards forward to take a free kick? Not for me. Thomas. Full of running Thomas. Even got the shot off. Great tackle by Little. Thomas gives an... He might just get away with a yellow here. Ashley Evans. It's a clever foul here from Darren Thomas. Prisbeck. Owen. Oh, John, sorry, Griff. John got him wrong. He's edited that many times. I should get that with my eyes shut. Harlin. Kircough. Pen-y-bont. Just threatening to open their goal scoring account with a couple of minutes to half time. Again, the right back's been excellent.
Yeah, very good play, very astute work.
Kane Owen, Kendall, Griffiths again. In talks with Jarman. Have you got a feeling, Mike, that there could be something special still in this game in the second 45?
100%. I think obviously the next goal is absolutely vital for Pen-y-bont. But it'll be 100% game on if that happens. Still looking exposed a little bit though, Pen-y-bont.
Yeah, they're winning first and second all the time. Gossett. Yeah, Gossett. That physicality about his game. He wants to win every tackle. Just having a couple of words as well with Ashley Evans. Tell you what, by the way, it seemed a long 45, Mike. Kane Owen. Into which area? Bradley. Buffered from behind. Referee says play on, the brakes on again. Darren Thomas wants it. Great play. Can he switch it to Clark? What a ball that is if Clark can bring that down. Clark, Goldie's off his line again. Hold-up play is good from Clark. Just stopping Harlan intervening there. Oh, Harlan does excellent. He nicks it back off him and passes it inside. Yeah, they're just playing in areas, good areas. Caernarfon.
Once again, the counter was certainly on again. What a crossfield ball by Morgan as well.
There'll be questions, of course I will, no, Mike. They'll go back now to last week's 5-0 against Newtown. You know, do you arrive full of confidence and maybe thinking, you know, them questions will be asked?
Yeah, possibly, but that first goal, like we always talk about, was so important.
Yep.
And I just think that stunned Pen-y-bont a little bit. And obviously kicked Caernarfon on, and they've took advantage of some mistakes or some sloppy defending.
Especially with a couple of thousand fans behind you.
A massive factor as well, yeah.
Don't know whether we're right or wrong as well. I think the wind is behind Pen-y-bont as well. Jeffries. Owen. As high as he can be on the left-hand side. Offside flag. Kircough just drifted into an offside position. 3 added minutes. Griffiths has a massive 45 minutes ahead of him. There's Zach Clark, took the penalty and put it in the back of the net. Mike, enjoy the commentating before you come into the dreaded world of football managing, okay?
Yeah, okay.
And the reason why I took a photograph of myself, you and Nicky John earlier on was so you could remember the dark hair, okay? Good luck, mate. Owen. 2 central defenders have been immense for Caernarfon. They've just done, we talked about earlier on, Mike, I think, the simple things and just clear their lines.
Outstanding. They've done the basics really, really well for 46 minutes, and they've reaped the rewards down the other end.
Well played from Kircough. Kane Owen puts it into a decent area. Cartwright gets there first and second. Bradley. The race is on there between Cark. Oh, he does well, Marc Little. He had a wonderful run last week and got a goal. Miles Davies, it'll be a Caernarfon ball. So just from your experience, Mike, and my own experience, I think we better warn the viewers. Do not think it's the 3-0. Don't go away. Don't turn over for the second half. There's still plenty of action left in this encounter.
100%. I think that goes without saying. This 3-0 is a really, really tricky goal scoreline, and I'm sure that's exactly what Caernarfon will be thinking as well. So they've got to still be on the metal, and also there'll be more goals because it'll open up a little bit more. Counter-attacks happen, and we know Caernarfon specialise in these counter-attacks as well.
$3-0 advantage at half-time. Oh, can they get one back? Great tackle again from the right back, who's been fantastic in the first period. Edge of the box, Kircough, Gossett strong again. Bradley will look after it. Bradley skipping past players. Bradley, oh, went the wrong way, I think. Just went the wrong way. The half-time whistle blows. A wonderful first half from Caernarfon. They lead 3-0 at half-time. An incredible scoreline. Louis Lloyd, Zach Clark amongst the goals, and Sean Bradley. 3-0 lead at half-time. Don't go away, because we could have a very, very special 45 minutes coming up in the second period.
am Brown ar yr ofal, yr hael yn gwenu, mae'r Cofis yn gwenu hefyd. Ar y blaen o 2 gol i ddim yn erbyn Pen-y-bont, hanner cynta a hanner fan hyn yn yr heilwen. Mae wedi bod yn anygol i ddweud y lleia o ran y Cofis. Neb yn dysgol hyn. Owen Jones sy'n cael y cwmni i fi. Wel, fel o'n i'n gweud, adeg un wythnos diwetha, oedd Pen-y-bont ar y blaen o 2 gol i ddim yn yr o'n gynnyfol o'n efo'n Drenewydd. Be sy'n ei digwydd?
Mae pêl-droed yn gallu eich siocio chi. A dwi jyst yn meddwl bod Pen-y-bont wedi dod i fewn i'r gêm. O bosib jyst yn meddwl mae pêl-droed yn hawdd. Ac yn meddwl bod bob gêm wedyn yn mynd i fod yn hawdd. A chwarae teg wedyn i Caernarfon, mae rhaid chdi gymryd mantais a rhoi nhw o dan bwysau. Ac unwaith maen nhw o dan bwysau, mae'r gyntaf mynd i fewn. O chdi'n gweld Pen-y-bont yn panicio bron o bod. Mae angen newid mawr hanner amser.
Ie, gen i weld y goliau nawr, mae rhaid ni weld nhw. Mae'n rhyfedd, chi'n teimlo Pen-y-bont i dechrau'n weddol a wedyn mae'r goliau wedi newid y cyfan. Cwpl o bobl yn holi sydd hon mewn, mae'n edrych o bod i.
O chdi, di'r un sydd ddim yn cweith yn siŵr. Dwi'n meddwl, os ti'n sbio ar y chwaraewyr sydd ar y cae, mae ymateb nhw'n deud y cyfan. A ti'n gwybod, mae'r hediad mor dda, a wedyn cadw i ben. A meddwl yn ôl wthnos yn ôl, yn rôl gynderfynol, nath Lloyd drio dinc bach yn ebyn Met Caerdydd yn yr hanner cynta dros y traws. Doedd ddim ots gen y fod yn trio unwaith eto, a tro mae'n gweithio hi yn berffaith. Sa'n di gallu gorffan hon, dim gwell, a ti jyst yn gweld Kane Owen yn sylweddoli, na, o'n i jyst ddim cweit yn gallu cyrraedd hon.
Ie. A un o'r gemau yna, chi'n gweld yn syth o difyr clywed chi'n sylwedd beth, Pen-y-bont ddim quite yn siŵr sut i ymateb, beth i wneud a wedyn yn sydyn, mae'n ddwy i ddim. Eto, oedd hi'n gicio smotin, cwestiynau bob man.
Wel eto, dwi'n sbio ar yr ymateb gan y chwaraewyr yma bog yn mynd i fewn i'r dacl, a dio ddim yn cwyno o gwbl. Wan, o ran y digwyddiadau, ti'n sbio ar y sgrin, ti'n meddwl, ydi o di goffwrdd o? O mae'r hediad yn un bygythiol dros ben, mae'r hediad yn mynd ar draws yr amddiffynwyr, o Marc yn sôn, mae bog yn sbio dros i ysgwydd y fama, disgwyl gweld i gol geidwad, wedyn mae'n gweld Lloyd ac yn meddwl, oh no, dwi'n mewn trwbl y mama. A dwi'n meddwl fel mae'n syrthio, bron bod i fresto os rhywbeth jyst yn clipio, a wedyn mae fyny Zach Clark. Gath o gêm anodd wrth dwytha yn y rownd gynderfynol, a mae hon yn mynd i wneud byd o les iddo fo. Cadw i ben, yndi mae'r gol geidwad yn mynd yr ochr gywir, ond ti'n gwybod be, oedd y pŵer arni yn golygu, doedd o beth yn mynd i stopio.
Be sy'n digwydd fel sydd hasa ti'n sefyllfa Pen-y-bont? Be chi'n neud mewn y sefyllfa yna? Achos ni'n mynd i weld y drydedd nesaf. So yna unrhyw gwestiynau am y ddwy gyntaf, dim cwestiynau o gwbl am hon. Na, ddim o gwbl. Wrth y modd yn gweld hyn, oherwydd Sean Bradley, o ran y tymor mae di gael, mae'n heiddi hon. Oherwydd be mae'n dangos ydy o ddwy elfen. Yr elfen allan o feddiant, gweithio mor galed i gael bel i lawr, ennill y meddiant, a wedyn, dos a neb yn well na fo yn y sefyllfa yma. Mae'r jinc ma, hwn di wrth y modd, mae'n ffigio fynd un ffordd, mae'r symudiad mor sydyn, mor gyflym, a wedyn ydy o'n gallu cadw i ben o flaen y gol geidwad. Wrth gwrs, mae'n gallu cadw i ben. Un o chwaraewyr gorau y gyngrau'r tymor yma. Mae'n heiddi'r gol, a fydd wrth i fod. A ti jyst yn gweld, pa mae'n rhedag fel yma yn ei rhythm, de? So neb yn well na fo'n y gyngrau. Mae'r shimmy na, Sean shimmy fydd i, am beth na, fel ti'n gweud, Todd. Mae wedi cael tipyn o dymor, mae hwnna'n cyroni ddim mewn ffordd, os o'n ymlaen i ennill.
Ie, mae hynna'n wir. Ac y gwir ydy, dydy ddim cweit drosodd. Mae nhw ar y blaen o 2 gol i ddim. Sa rhywun yn sbio ar y sgôr adra, meddwl, waith i fi fynd am Chinese takeaway bach. Na ddim eto. Hynny mae Pen-y-bont, mae gen nhw'r chwaraewyr sydd ddigon da i newid y gêm ar ei phen. Ond ar hyn o bryd, Caernarfon wedi bod yn feistri corn, ar draws y cae i gyd, mewn meddiant ag allan o feddiant, a Sean Bradley wrth gwrs reit yn ei chanol i.
Ie, mae fel gwylio hanner Cymruca fan hyn, i fod yn onest, rhwng y ddau dîm. Os na ffordd yn ôl i Ben-y-bont. Dych chi'n glywed mwy am yr hanner cyntaf na nawr yn sylwebu'n Saesneg. Mae Mike Wild, un o ser y gyngor yma, rheolwr newydd, Bai Colwyn, yma fe gyda Sian y Dafydd.
Diolch Dylan. Mike, thank you so much for joining me. Now, it's been a very exciting week for yourself, but we'll get on to that in a moment. First of all, what did you make of that first half? I don't think any of us were expecting Caernarfon to be 3-0 up at half-time.
No, wow, what an occasion. What a first half as well. I think Pen-y-bont are in a little bit of shock as well, but all credit to Caernarfon. The way they've countered-attack, exploited certain spaces and punished mistakes as well.
The fact that Pen-y-bont, they haven't conceded a goal, Mike, since the 2nd of March. The fact that they've conceded 3 in that first half, what do you think's gone wrong for Rhys Griffiths' team?
I think there's a couple of things. The fact that it's a final, you know, there's a lot at stake. There might be some nerves within the team as well. So all that's a massive factor. And don't forget as well, there's nearly 2,000 fans here as well. So there could be all that to basically think about.
like we mentioned, it's been an exciting week for you, Mike. You've been named as the new manager of Colwyn Bay. Huge congratulations. How did it come about?
Thanks very much. It's exciting times, fresh challenge. It came about all pretty quickly. So it was late last week, and we had the contact, we had the phone call, and we went up and we had the chat to discuss. And yeah, I'm pleased to get on with the new start, the new challenge, and the new chapter now.
Well, yeah, how excited are you now to begin this new chapter as a head coach, as a manager?
Well, it's perfect time, and me and Danny Harrison have been talking about it for a while. We're just waiting for that opportunity, and we just feel like this is perfect timing for both of us, and we're looking forward to it now.
Are we going to see you hanging up your boots, Mike, or are we still going to see you out on that pitch a couple of times next season?
I think that's to be decided. I think we'll see how things develop. Obviously, first and foremost, we want to make sure things are right on the football pitch, and if we can lend a hand, possibly, but we want to try and get it right as much as possible without that happening.
Well, Mike, diolch yn fawr. Really appreciate your time, and good luck with the summer and good luck with all the preparations for next season. Wel, am hanner cyntaf, i ni wedi cael fel hyn ar yr ofal Caernarfon ar y blaen o 2-0 o Snafford nôl i Ben-y-bont. Yr ail hanner i ddod wedi'r egwyl.
ffordd yn ôl I Ben-y-bont, achos fel mae pethau'n sefyll, mae Caernarfon ar y ffordd I Ewrop am y tro cynta erioed. Nôl â ni at ein tîmau sylwebu. Felly, ac wrth ochr, Malcolm Allen, mae Nick Parry.
Welcome back to the Oval in Caernarfon, where the half-time score is Caernarfon 3, Pen-y-bont 0 in the Europa playoff final. Whoever wins goes to the Europa League qualifiers. An extraordinary first 45 minutes. Pen-y-bont, can they get back in early? Quay rattles one wide of the mark. An early chance for Pen-y-bont. There was a deflection, by the way. Looks like they've made a change at half-time. Marc Little off. And Elliot Richards on. Richards on for Little. Most probably means a tactical change. Quay again goes short. Evans. Kircough. Well, there's practices and there's practices, and sometimes for me, 3-0 behind, that ball's got to go back into the middle. Every minute. Michael Weld back alongside me. Michael giving an interview at half time. Mike, I just seen the manager, Richard Davies, walking back on. He's looking at his watch. The referee hasn't blown the whistle yet.
And rightly so. I'm sure there'll be a lot of that. Mate. Yeah, a lot of that in the next 45 minutes.
Owen. Jeffries. Mark Williams wins a great header in the centre midfield. Clark. Gossett. Couldn't really make a strong challenge then. Williams trying to buy a free kick there. Kircough fires it forward, straight back to the goalkeeper, Tibbets. Interesting one, Mark. Now, I'll ask you, do they just... The danger could be, for me, and I'm asking you obviously, Caernarfon don't need to knock off, you know, and take their time from the first minute to the 45, because you're just inviting them in otherwise.
Yeah, that's right, but game management is going to be so important the next 20 minutes for Caernarfon as well. So them taking a little bit more time to set up is going to be quite normal. I think that's what's going to be happening.
Thomas.
And then if they can get in and around these areas and getting shots off, that's
like
what the approach will be.
Like Zach Clark just did, yeah. Again, Darren Thomas did well in the area to set up the seconds. Fly on the wall in either changing room. Which one would you prefer to have been in there? Not as a player, as a fly on the wall. The team in blues?
Yeah, I think so. I think probably a couple of strong words would have been dealt at half-time, and hopefully a reaction can happen, because the next goal is so important now for Pen-y-bont, and we've got to just make sure though that they're keeping that back door shut. And you know how good Caernarfon are on the transition and on the counter. It was very evident there in the first half.
Supporters, obviously, there will be some wild celebrations if this score stays the same way as it is at present. Rafael. Man, most probably the first half, makes a great challenge inside, and Harlan steals it. Gets it out to Kane. Owen to try and slide Kircough in. Morgan Owen should stand over. It does stand over and lets it just roll out. Venables asking Kane Owen to put it in the middle. Caernarfon haven't played in Europe from the Cymru Premier. 2018 they lost to the Met 3-2 in the semi-final. They lost to the final 5-3 in 2021. They won the playoff in 2022, but they went to the Scottish Challenge Cup, which was unfortunate for them. Tibbets. Evans. John again. No nonsense, just hooking it forward. Miles Davis heads back. Goalkeeper on the edge. Just as well he was on the edge as well. Jeffries. Jeffries looking to switch the play. Donahue comes off Donahue's back. Mark Williams goes back to his goalkeeper, Tibbets. Just hooks it away. Thomas. Are you surprised to see him still keeping Lloyd and Bradley as high as they are?
Not really, because if they retain the ball through one pass, you know how well Bradley can travel. They still need to be nice and high up the pitch to offer that threat.
Rafael, it's a foot in there. Well, could happen what you just said if he can keep it in play.
Yeah,
it's just out of play.
Better.
I think that the next 15 minutes will take care of itself. Mike, it'll be pressure from Pen-y-bont. Just desperate to get on the scoreline. Richards. Elliot Richards gets a wide to Kane Owen. Puts it into a good area. Chance. Just comes off his chest. Harlin.
Yeah, I think that'll be a pattern now for the next 5 or 10 minutes if Kane Owen has that space and that time, dropping balls into that 18-yard box and seeing if something can fall.
Yeah, I totally agree, because young Lloyd, then Louis Lloyd, run back towards the dugout and ask, shall I drop in and mark him? So he's sensing that himself anyway. Donahue, great ball, Donahue. Down to Zach Clark, who for me has been tremendous this afternoon as a 9. Donahue. Just asking questions down in the far corner. I think a wonderful afternoon in Caernarfon could turn into a wonderful night for a few of these supporters if the score stays like it is, Mike.
Yeah, there was definitely a feel-good vibe there on pitch side when we went down before as well.
Still a long way to go. Football can be the funniest of games at times. Last week, Mike, I don't know how much of the game you watched against Newtown, but they really did play with a bit of class, Pen-y-bont, and they passed it around and they looked miles ahead. And that's why a lot of people made them strong favourites for this afternoon. So the job Richard Davies has done this afternoon in creating this scoreline is incredible. Into the box, Kircough with a header, just wide of the mark. But they're starting to get the fullbacks forward.
Yeah, and that's what should have been happening in the first 10-15 minutes of the game as well when we started, but now it's started to happen now. Great opportunity this, good timing, just mistimed the flick of the header. That on target asks a massive question of the goalkeeper, and it's a good chance. That's a very good chance. It's a good opportunity. Chance.
Little bit unlucky, you know, he guided his head and it's just gone the wrong way of the post. Like you said, on target, it's in the back of the net. Borge. Griff John knocks it forward. Borge with time on the ball. Gossett and Williams. Plan A is to just get it forward. And Louis Lloyd is enjoying himself out on that wing. Gossett drives forward. Gossett dives across Jeffries.
Yeah, similar ball that was getting in the first half. That just little loft over the back four when it bounces, asking questions, getting the defenders to backpedal.
Brilliant work from Darren Thomas. Sets Bradley on his way again. Bradley, it's a great ball to Thomas. Thomas, can you get it across? Does flash it across. The race is on. Clark against Kircough. Kircough does tremendous in winning that 50-50. Miles Davis is on for the switch. Evans. Donahue hasn't been tested a lot, but he's used all his Football League experience this afternoon so far, Mike, and simply has put in a good shift.
Yeah, see Bradley driving down, little overlap, great cutback, just missing that final touch. But again, just showing what that counter-attack looks like and how devastating he can be on it.
Richards gets it wide. Wing-back goes amiss this time. No rush from the thrower. It's 54 minutes on the clock. Caernarfon 3, Pen-y-bont 0. Europa final from the 2023-24 JD Cymru Premier League. Winners TNS by a country mile. Welsh Cup winners, Connah's Key Nomads. Caernarfon also Bala qualified for Europe. Can Caernarfon be the 4th entrant? Morgan Owens. Yet again, just doing the right things at 3-0 ahead. Just playing in the right areas. Davies, Miles Davies. Well, we talked before the start, and like we said, the smart money was on Pen-y-bont. We talked about match winners and people who can win games. Now's the time you've got to produce. It's an interesting one. Davies gives the free kick away. So clever there, Darren Thomas.
Yeah, just using his body in a correct way, making sure that the opposition can't get towards the ball, and just being very, very clever.
Well, you know Darren Thomas today so far, Mike, he's usually the main man. He's always been the main man for Caernarfon. But what he's done today, he's seen the two youngsters in front of him, Bradley and Lloyd, perform, and he's put an educated performance in midfield. He's just put a workman-like performance in, which shows his football knowledge.
Yeah, I think his off-the-ball contribution today has been absolutely outstanding. And he's delegating as well. You can see him speaking to the young lads as well continuously. So, great learning curve for the young lads, but also it's a great performance from him, not just on the ball, but off the ball.
Is that Griff John down in the corner? Yeah, Griff John down. Physiotherapist on. It's a great finish up, by the way. That could be a little bit underrated. If it goes in without Kano and trying to clip it off, it looks a world-class goal. That's unfortunate for Billy Borge. Zach Clark putting a penalty in the corner for a 2-0 advantage. And then the Sean Bradley show makes it 3-0. Mark Williams back on. Griff John back on. Donahue fires it down in the area. First to the second again was Gossett. Key moments. Kane Owen back inside Darren Thomas. Tracks really well, Darren Thomas, and that could be a wonderful ball if he can get it back to Bradley early. Bradley, 1-against-1 from an area he likes. Bradley, will he get his team a corner? He'll get a throw.
That's fantastic once again from Darren Thomas. That's where it all starts. Work rate, off the ball, pinching the ball goes forward, in behind the back four, the ball bounces, causes a little bit of chaos, give it to your match winner, which is Bradley. He can cause havoc.
It's just that team application, like you said, Mike. You know, a couple of the experienced people, Darren Thomas, Mark Williams, Danny Gossett. They're looking after their own areas, and they're just feeding the youngsters up the top, and they're performing as well. One-on-one at the back, surprising. It's flicked across. And the break is on. One-on-one if he kicks it now. You could just choose somebody from the Caernarfon bench shouting one-on-one then, but he's kicked it a long way. Can the goalkeeper get there? Tibbets gets it and goes to ground. And gets the biggest round of applause he'll ever get for just catching the ball and falling down like that. Donahue. Putting in a great area again, Donahue. Bradley. Just tries to get a throw for a corner. Harlan switches on. Morgan Owens trying to play it inside. Dan Jeffries. Well, we're almost at the hour mark, and the time is eating up if you're a Pen-y-bont fan. Not quick enough again if you're a Caernarfon fan. Trying to switch the play. Kircough against Owens. Oh, he's been excellent. He's really produced a wonderful performance, and that ball's not bad either. Clark, keepers off his line. Clark, the idea was there. It was the right idea. The technique just didn't.
Yeah, it certainly was, but it all starts again from Morgan Owen. Reading play nice and early, getting his body in front of the ball, nice touch out of his feet, playing the ball into a channel, And then Clark was unfortunate to miscue the effort. Possibly had more time than what he thought.
Both teams will feel the heat. It's a wonderful day, wonderful weather at the Oval in Caernarfon. Must be touching 20 now. Richards. Strong tackle from Richards. Good challenge as well from Lloyd. Those played in outside. Kircough back inside. Kane Owen goes to the byline. Can he pull it back? He does pull it back. Chance. Donahue. It was Venables trying to get his 19th goal in 22 games. Bradley. Yeah, just does what he should be doing, retaining the ball. Jeffries gets it. Little bit of afters there. Great ball in. If he's onside, he could be in here. Tibbets. Smart off his line. Calm heads needed here. Everybody getting really, really excited on and off the park. John Gossett. Donahue. Donahue spreads the play to Clark. Clark. He obviously wanted to try and run Jeffries. Clark. Free kick given. He's covered some ground, Mike.
Excellent play again. He just hung out on the right-hand side, crossfield ball, got his body in the way, started running at defenders, nice and positive. And again, just asking questions at defenders.
If you wasn't alongside me, Mike, I could say he's putting a Michael Wild sort of performance.
I don't know if I've got that step over in me.
Bradley, Donahue. Donahue simply has a wand of a left foot. And you just wouldn't put it past him to have a go from here. Lincoln McFadden coming on. Donahue left foot with hundreds behind him. Maybe. Donahue. Whoa. Rattles it across the front. And a corner is given. Any sort of touch from Griff John could have been the fourth goal. It really asks questions, the free kick.
Yeah, the idea is there. It's obviously flashing it across the goal to make sure something happens. Just get any type of contact on it. It might be a defender, and that's exactly what's happened, resulting in a corner and some more pressure, and also some more time. That's some more precious time running away from Pen-y-bont.
Bradley jogs across to take the corner. Pen-y-bont with everybody back. Bradley whips it across the front. Great corner, headed away to the edge. Donahue. Chance for 4. Big chance. It's a big chance. Ewan Cartwright, he maybe didn't drop to the right man, but that is a definite half chance, Mike.
Yeah, it is. His first touch was brilliant, and then on the half turn just managed to lean back as he's actually hitting the ball to skew it over.
Williams. Oh, that's tremendous tenacity in midfield from Williams. Gossett. Rafael. Richards. Owen passes it inside. It's a brilliant tackle at the back. Cartwright. Lloyd. Yeah, I think just needs to look after the ball a bit now, Lloyd. Take the excitement out of the game. Get yourself a free kick or just drag something out to the opposition. You haven't got to go round them every time, Mike. Prusbeck. Cartwright will be favourite. Heads it away. Gossett. Yeah, Gossett's doing a great job in our centre midfield again. Donahue. I don't know whether Dion should be... That's about the last 2 or 3 times he's had it. He's looking for winners, Mike.
Yeah, that's right. I think he's going too direct too early. The pass, possibly another little pass on, just to change the angle of when it's getting delivered and where it's getting delivered into as well.
And the young right back there uses his strength just to let the ball go out to play. With only 64 minutes on the clock, I know it's early, but I don't think he will be far away from any MOM award. Ashley Evans supports his fans Brilliant servant for Pen-y-bont, Ashley Evans as always. McFadden comes on. He has electric pace. Swansea City. Adam Davies there. I'm sure Adam Davies wants a piece of the action. He came on and performed last week. He got the second goal to make sure they got through the semi-final. Water break. Maybe they arranged it at half-time. .25 minutes remaining. Just add a bit of information as well. They may just have put the prices up in the Caernarfon pubs by 30p a pint. You can get the first round, Mike. Adam Davies warming up. I just can't see it going to 90 without Pen-y-bont asking a question or two. I'm sure they still got a little bit left in the locker, you know.
Yeah, I think they'll be disappointed a little bit with the intensity levels at the moment as well. Obviously, there's got to be a little bit more of a purpose, some more bodies a little bit higher up the pitch, and I think that's what the change is going to be required now.
Mark Williams, I don't know how many second headers he's won in their afternoon. And again, back to just clearing their lines. Rafael. Good hold-up play from Gabriel. Miles Davis makes the run. Venables. Whip back across. Kircough. Yeah, Williams has been strong in there, you know. 35 years of age. He's had a great shift in there. Bradley. That was an important interception there from Borge. They are on a massive tightrope now, Pen-y-bont. They just need to produce something to get back in this game.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Marc Williams just patrolling in front of that back four, doing a tremendous job, getting through a lot of work.
Harlan, allows it out to Quay. He's in here with plenty of space. McFadden, great tackle, massive tackle. You think he had more time than he thought he had, but what a tackle that is again by Griff John.
Yeah, excellent block. Opportunity now to ask a question.
Yeah, he's got to go long this time. He's got to ask a question now, Mike. In the mixer for me this time. Far post free header. Venables back post. Headed off the line by Williams. The clearance is not the greatest, but it gives him a chance to get out. Harlan. Zach Clark, free kick not given. No, it will be. And Kane, well, there's a little of afters there. There's a kick out there off the ball. Elliot Richardson is right in front of the referee. If we show this again, I tell you what, you might be lucky here, Richards.
Great header back across by Venables. Excellent area. Again, somebody just needs to be on the same page. And can they just throw themselves at that opportunity?
It's off the line, by the way. Kane Owen. Adam Davies is on. Louis Lloyd is off. Does that to look after set plays?
Yeah, it's probably got something to do with that, because now we're experiencing a lot of balls into the box, which is what we thought was going to happen.
They're deep this time. Goalkeeper has to collect. Oh, Tibbets. Doesn't look overexcited at that, coming across like that. Just pushes it behind. I suppose he's done the job there.
I don't think it was designed to do that. A little bit too much on it from Kane.
He's kept it out, shall we say. Short corner again. McFadden. Owen. McFadden, they had a chance to get out, but he stands up to the back post. It is a chance. Jeffries, he's hit the bar. Venables goes behind for a goal kick. Was that the chance that could have brought Pen-y-bont back into the game?
Massive chance.
Is it a save or is it the bar? Jeffries with a header. It's the bar. Venables doesn't really connect properly. It goes wide. big chance with 20 minutes to go to get back in the game.
Yeah, great opportunity, but the defending was brilliant. It's just come off a defensive back as well, or the back of somebody's head. Again, talking about throwing your body on the line, that's exactly what's happened, and they've had a little bit of luck by hitting the bar as well. And then Venables on the swivel wasn't managed to get any control at all over his finish.
Still has the ability to bring his team back into the game. It's an easy game when you're not a manager and when you're commentating, but just for nuisance value, I don't think I'd have brought Lloyd off.
He'd done a hell of a lot of running, well aware of that. His off the ball contribution was immense.
Owen, Richards trying to get him behind. Does get him behind. Referee says play on. McFadden whips it across the front. Should he have passed this? Should he have shot? He decided to shoot, and it's just wide of the post. But he's made a difference since coming on, by the way.
He certainly has, especially when Kane's hugging this touchline. The inside run, so the underlap is creating a load of problems now for Caernarfon. I think he's mentioning there to Venables that it was actually a cross shot. I think he's gone right the way for goal and not thought about passing.
Venables, by the way, I don't think McFadden would have seen the amount of space Venables was in then. Keep it down again. Yeah, there's bound to be a bit of a something said by the Pen-y-bont players about this, because he's going down 3 or 4 times now. They're 3-0 ahead. I think Elliot Richards has just run 30 or 40 yards to say something about it. Well, Reef's had some great times, Reece, since becoming a manager. It just goes to show this game is never an easy job. Never an easy job. 19 minutes left. Caernarfon 3, Pen-y-bont 0. Caernarfon 19 minutes away from Europe. First time you played in Europe, Michael?
Oh, wow. TNS against the Polish side. It was at Wrexham, actually, yeah. Amica Ronki, I think they were called.
And you'll never forget it.
Never forget it. Absolutely unbelievable experience.
You might not be able to spell it, but you'll never forget it. Kircough. They're plugging away Pen-y-bont. McFadden's made a bit of a difference. Flag goes up. Flag goes up. Clubs finishing 4th, have won it 4 times, 7th, have won it 4 times. The last 4 games before this afternoon for Pen-y-bont, 4 wins with an average of 3.5 goals a game. Crazy how the stats can change. Richard Fish Davies took over from Hugh Griffiths. Bradley there, just laying a glove on the goalkeeper. And does the work to make the second one. Venables. It's a foul. Bound to be a foul against Venables. He tugged back Darren Thomas.
Yeah, a little bit of frustration now from Venables.
Darren Thomas has worked his socks off this afternoon in an unfamiliar role. But any role will do if you're on the way to Europe, Mike.
100%. I think anybody would run through a brick wall to get into Europe.
Are you still sending his centre half forward 3-0? Yeah.
These are.
A decent ball in. Jeffries with the header. Owen just launches it. Morgan's Owen heads it away. Griff John's down again. He's been down quite a bit. Cramp, looks like. Mike?
Yeah, possibly, but obviously this is all part of the game management strategy.
Game management. I'll tell you what, they're getting away with it as well.
Yeah, I'm not saying he hasn't got cramp, but I think I'll be advising to do the same thing at the moment and maybe taking a sting out of this.
Ryan Reynolds looks like he's come on. He scored a few goals this season, being important. Griff John, I don't think. Is he going to go off? My sense. Ryan Reynolds is from Caernarfon. He's playing against his hometown club. Keon Raffel's coming off for Pen-y-bont. Scored a few goals this season, Ryan Reynolds. Borge. Put into a good area. Venables is in here. Oh, it's a great header away from Cartwright. And Donahue just clears his lines. How long, Mike, are you going to wait before you throw caution to the wind? You're 3-0 down in sending one of your centre half forward.
I think we're in that territory now.
Yeah, I think so too.
In regards to numbers, getting more numbers higher up the pitch. There's 15 minutes to go.
Williams, edge of the box, makes the tackle. So great, the break's on. Clark against nobody, the goalkeeper's off his line. Darren Thomas is away. Good pace back from Elliot Richards. Clark, can he go all the way? Zach Clark gets a shot off Clark. What a save from the goalkeeper. It would have been the goal worthy of getting your team to Europe, by the way. Great effort from Clark, who's been wonderful for me.
Outstanding run, very, very strong. Gets the better of his opposition and flashes a great effort to cross goal.
Put in that sort of performance, I think, at the start of the season, the first game when they played at Colwyn Bay. He looked to be really, really full of running.
Oh, he's been a massive handful today.
Bradley. Donahue staying back now. Bradley will just ask a question. Bradley puts it across. Good header in. Still alive. It's headed clear by Borge. Gossett. Back. Whipped across the front from Clark. Richards, the break's on. Reynolds, good for, unlucky from Reynolds, tried to keep it in play. Yeah, I think look, there's still 13 minutes to go, but I think Reece would have wanted his team to ask more questions, like you said earlier on, Mike, as yet.
Yeah, and I think
we haven't Mike, we haven't put Tibbets to the test, really, have we?
No, and I was just about to allude to that. I think the final third has been really disappointed from Pen-y-bont, and probably that's where, at the moment, it's lacking.
Good first touch, must fade, and he get a chance this time, no? Tried to do exactly what Louis Lloyd did in the first half, but just gets it wrong. Clips it over the top. Griffiths might have thought that was the type of goal he would have put away in his playing days.
I think this is the example that I'm talking about. You know, that's a little bit more composure. Got to keep the ball down. Got to hit the target and ask a question, or lift it over with a little bit of composure.
Caernarfon 3, Pen-y-bont 0. 12 minutes left of this Europa Cymru Premier playoff final. Tibbets kicks it longer than he's kicked it all day, by the way. Davies looking for a free kick, doesn't get it. A little bit off the ball there between Jeffries. The Caernarfon bench below us are going berserk. Has the linesman seen something? He was bound to heat up a bit. One team 3-0 ahead. Europe at stake. Tempers are going to fray, Mike.
Yeah, it's just starting to bubble now, and I think this is perfect for Caernarfon as well, just to kill it off a little bit.
What's Josh Tibbets doing there? Is he a goalkeeper or a boxing referee? He's run 80 yards. He's still down. I'm sure we may see something. Well, There's nothing we've seen, Mark, so it's hard to commentate on it at present.
Yeah, but just waiting for a bit of a replay on this. I don't know if it's a flailing arm. There's a little bit of afters on the floor there.
Yeah, when he's on the floor. You might get it from this angle.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Good battle to then.
Yeah. There's a little bit of holding.
No, it's a headlock. It's not that much, is it? Yellow. Headlock,
yeah,
ready. Adam Davies.
Yeah.
Yeah, headlock. Jeffries just gets away with that one. Don't think it was that bad. And as you said, it's game management. 10 minutes between Caernarfon and Europe for the first time. Referee's done a smart game.
Yeah, he certainly has. And as you just spoke about before, I think Caernarfon now, it's just about game management. They're more than happy for this to get killed a little bit. Time. Taking time.
Yeah, which is surprising why Morgan Owens is just thrown that across the pitch. You're 3-0 ahead. Down the line. Down the line. Do the basics. Borge will keep going. It's had a decent season, Borge. Venables. Owen. Venables coming deeper, looking for action now. Moyle Davies is his target. Davies will get it, he puts it in early. Cartwright, Griff John have been superb at the back. Borge. Diag again. Heads it out. McFadden on the edge. He'll take it on. Goes wide to Owen. Owen will get the crossover. There's plenty waiting. Diving headed away. Who would you want it to drop to when you're 3-0 ahead with 10 minutes to go? Great tracking from Moyle Davies. But Bradley, it's like he's playing out his own back garden when he runs down that left wing.
Yeah, such a strong run. What a great ball carrier he is. And he just relieves that pressure as well from the cross that's just come in.
Double substitution for Caernarfon. Griff John coming off. Brilliant performance from Griff John. Mooney will come on for Griff John. I think you can count the number of headed challenges he's lost today. Darren Thomas will get a roaring round of applause. Thomas, he's been brilliant. Ben Mayer comes on for, we haven't used it yet, today we'll use it now, the Cofis Messi. Is the Cofis Messi on the way to Europe?
What a great performance as well, as we alluded to earlier off the ball. What a shift.
Yeah, Thomas has been at this club for so long. He's exactly what Caernarfon's about. Hometown team. Mayer will just come in and do the job in midfield. Fresh legs. Harling spreads it wide. Well, there's comebacks and there's comebacks. If this goes to 3-3 now, it would be the greatest comeback ever. Free kick given against McFadden. Is that young Thomas saying to Louis Lloyd, well played, son.
Yeah, Morgan Owen's been outstanding again all game.
Yeah, he gets the MOM for me. Adam Davies battling with Borge. Davies. Mark Williams still challenging for every ball. Hooked forward again. It's Clark. Kircough. Clark. Williams. Kane Owen getting it forward. McFadden. Not many bodies in the box, so he just has to keep it. Kircough. Donahue. Yeah, he hasn't done a lot wrong today, Donahue, you know. Gossett will battle and battle and battle. Corner. There's the Caernarfon faithful. This club 15 years ago was struggling to stay afloat, and their fan base and that sort of people in picture are the ones who've kept them going, and they are basically 6 minutes away from seeing their club go into European football. What a dream. Football always has a dream, Mike.
Yeah, it certainly does. And what a great game we've managed to watch today.
Pleasure to be here, by the way. Kane Owen. In it goes, free header. Jeffries heads it over the bar again. Second chance he's had on the afternoon. Was it Jeffries or Borge? But I think it was Jeffries.
Yeah, I think it was Borge. They've had some great opportunities, and that final third stuff again. If they take their chances at the right time within this game, it puts pressure on Caernarfon and changes the complex totally of this tie. However, they haven't managed to do that, and it's now still 3-0.
Like I said, Borge will give his all. Got his header away there. He'd be disappointed it never went in. But Tibbetts, with 5 minutes left of this game. See Danny Gossett just down in front of me and Mark Williams, just telling every youngster alongside him what to do. That's what it's all about, Mike. You've been there with clubs, you've got into Europe over the years. That experienced player who can keep a level head at moments like this is just, you know, it's just as important as having a Sean Bradley in your team.
Yeah, 100%. It is vital and really important.
Williams, Bradley, icing on the cake maybe. Bradley, just keeping the ball. Clark, Bradley. Ball across the middle, chance for 4. Just wide of the mark, but Bradley is simply on fire at present.
What an unbelievable bit of skill, and then to put that type of ball in from that angle.
Adam Davies on the far post, wasn't it?
Yeah, he'd be so disappointed that he hasn't just hit the target. Done well to make contact.
Sean Bradley scored the winner in the game, the Wales C game against England. Brad Young and Danny Redmond have won the league in a team who haven't been beaten all season. But with Caernarfon making Europe for the first time ever, does this push Bradley maybe to favouritism for the Player of the Year?
I would have thought so. Obviously, Brad Young is a very, very talented individual and scored a lot of goals. But Bradley offers so much quality, travelling with the ball, and can put defences under pressure, can relieve you when you're under the cosh a little bit. So there's probably more facets to Bradley's game than what there is for Brad Young. So we'd get my vote, I think.
Yeah, the board will be an interesting board. I wouldn't want to be the fourth official if he gives anything over 5 minutes, by the way. 87 on the clock. Pen-y-bont still got to play with a little bit of belief that one goal could give him a chance. They've created a couple of chances in the last few attacks. A couple of headers have just gone over the bar. Kane Owen from distance. Were they ahead, I think he'd do it. He's just placed it in. A great ball. Chance. It's Borge with a volley and it's saved by Tibbetts. It was a wonderful ball from Kane Owen.
Great delivery once again. Good contact. Good save.
Great ball. Can do a lot more, Borge. It's a great save from Josh Tibbetts. Kircough. Owen. Is that a consolation? Or is it a tackle from Donahue? Donahue, like I said, with his Football League experience, will find some European experience if the score stays this way in the next few minutes. Back post corner, hasn't worked out. I think Reece is going to look at this as just one of them days when nothing's going right for him.
Yeah, again, I think he'll be really disappointed that there hasn't been a little bit more intensity, especially the last 25 minutes, to ask ask that back 4/5 with with obviously the 2 screeners there now, just putting them under a little bit more pressure with the intensity and the effort levels and what it actually means, because this is a massive opportunity and to get into Europe.
As Ocean Evans comes on, that's not. He's been a schoolboy international with Marc Lloyd Williams' teams. Great for him to come on and play a few minutes in the game. Been a star player for Marc Lloyd Williams. He comes on in a game which gets his team into Europe by the look of it. Great occasion for the youngster. And he is a local Caernarfon school lad whose family have dedicated their last few years to Caernarfon. So congratulations to them and to the youngster getting on. 6 minutes added time, Mike.
Yeah.
Jeffries, don't be too deep is the shout. Hook cleared again. Kircough from distance. Ryan Reynolds from distance. Back of the net, Reynolds. He smashes it in. The Caernarfon boy gets a goal back from 22 yards. It's a wonderful goal from Reynolds. First time most probably that Caernarfon have dropped off. There is still 5 long minutes left in this game now. Tees it up and smashes it in the corner.
Yeah, it's a great finish. Absolutely really good finish. Goals change games, and we just hope that this isn't too late in the day. Are we going to see an influx of chances now?
Well, every ball now is vital. Back to the goalkeeper. If they were to get another one now, this could well be on Venables on the far post by himself, by the way. Donohue's there, goalkeeper collects. And he will not be getting rid of this with any speed. Tibbetts just has to kick this as long as possible now. Bradley up top, almost out on his feet. Adam Davies looks tired up top. Gossett, Marc Williams, the heroes of 90 minutes have got to be the heroes of 96 minutes now. Tibbetts. So important, there's a connection. Davies, got to get a free kick or something. Davies gets it forward. Goal kick will be given. The corner was a key moment then, Mike. Harlan could get it short there. Prisbeck says I'll go long. Kicks it. Headed away by Mooney. It was never going to be as simple as that, Mike. Something dramatic had to happen along the way.
Yeah, it's just a bit of a shame that this hasn't happened possibly 10 minutes before. I'm sure that's what Rhys Griffiths will be thinking, because then you can pile on the pressure. That just little bit of quality in that final third, whether it's a header, whether it was the side foot by Borge. If that goal goes in a little bit earlier, it'll be interesting to see the reaction of the Caernarfon players and almost put that pressure upon them.
Sean Bradley, yeah. Great game by a few defenders like we've mentioned, but star man, 3rd goal and player of the season most probably for me. Sean Bradley, well done. Jeffries with Adam Davies battling, free kick given. The timing now for a 2nd goal is incredible. Borge, where's the goalkeeper? He stayed. He comes and collects. Tibbetts has put in a decent performance in the 2nd half. We were worried about his knee before half-time, Mike, and I think he's got fitted as the game's gone on.
Yeah, he's looked solid as well. He's managed this situation really, really well.
I don't think you're supposed to run on the pitch at the end of football matches if you get into Europe or win anything, Mike, but I think we could be losing a lot of green from this pitch in a minute. Offside given. Key moments. Key moments. Well, if this doesn't go right down in Bradley's corner, I'll be amazed, Mike. Donahue. It's a decent kick down in the corner. Whether he'll go out, the head is gone out. Donahue did the right thing. Mark Williams and the Caernarfon faithful enjoying themselves. Well, like Mike, from everybody on Scorrio, before we finish, we obviously offer you and Danny good luck at Colwyn Bay.
Thank you very much. Yeah, very excited and looking forward to it.
And I hope you entertain us like these two teams have entertained us this afternoon, especially the Cofis, because they've put in a wonderful performance, haven't they, Mike?
They certainly have, man for man all around the pitch. It's so hard to pick a man of the match. The off the ball and also the quality that they've shown in certain areas and the savviness has been unbelievable.
And goals at the right time?
Goals at the right time, especially in the first half, because obviously that's stemmed the flow of any type of opportunity for Pen-y-bont.
Donahue gets away with one really there. I don't think he'll be passing this to set up any goals. Williams does the right thing. It has to be Bradley in the corner. Bradley, will the ball finish at his feet? Will the European campaign start with the ball? And he does exactly the right thing. Just plays it against his man, gets a corner. I think we'll call this now the celebration corner, Mike.
Excellent work again down there, and just making sure that the time's ticking away slowly.
Richard Owain Davies will be the first Caernarfon manager to take him into Europe. And that is some achievement. 1900 plus. See the Covey army go into Europe for the first time. A wonderful performance. The Pen-y-bont squad and players are shaking their hands. They know what have happened here today. On the day, the better team have performed and made Europe for the first time in their team's career. Mark, Mike, sorry.
Yeah, fully deserved as well. What great scenes, but what an absolute performance by Caernarfon. And good luck in Europe, because that was a fantastic display.
This could be a fantastic adventure for Caernarfon. There he is sitting down. Enjoy the day, son. The tears are flowing, and beers will be flowing. Never mind the tears for the rest of the night in Caernarfon. What an achievement. One of the great clubs with character in the Cymru Premier League make Europe for the first time. Rhys Griffiths will be disappointed. Your day will come again, Rhys. But at present, it's Caernarfon. I think there will be a presentation. Whether we'll be hanging around for the presentation is another thing. What an incredible scoreline. Caernarfon 3, Pen-y-bont 1. Congratulations to
Richard, Sean, gyfyrchiadau enfawr. Ni newydd dy weld ti'n cael eiliad bach i dy hunan. Ti yw'r gŵr cynta i arwain Caernarfon i Ewrop. Sut ti'n teimlo?
Oh, mae'n unbelievable. Mae'r perfformiad gyda'r hogia fanna, a diolch amdano fi o gwbl, mae'r hogia yna di roi bob dim allan o fanna. A da chi jyst gorau sbio ar y scenes, pan mae'n meddwl, dwi'n byd on proud. Nathon ni fewn i ddod o lle da ni ddod o flwyddyn dwytha, i lle da ni heddiw, mae'n just yn unbelievable. At sut mae'n mynd i newid y clwb yma, dwi'n dreamland ar y funud. Honestly, dwi wedi bod yma honest 8 mlynedd. A mae wedi bod yn breuddwyd i fi fynd i'r clwb mae Ewrop, dod just a coaching staff fel efo, ond i wneud a manager, dwi'n mor proud o players fi. Honestly, maen nhw'n dweud y clod i cyd, maen nhw wedi bod yn unbelievable. Oh, wow, what a feeling. Mae'r scenes y Caernarfon heno, ond gael i styn beth, mae'r teulu fi gyd mewn prodas yn Gaerdydd, Dwi'n caru chi, Emma, dwi'n lyfio chdi, mam, dad, dwi'n caru chi, Mabli, Owain, da chi'n absolutely amazing, a gethon fi o'n pob lwc, dathwch heno fatha dwi'n mynd i ni, mae'n sun party heno, boys bach.
Wel, Maen nhw bendant yn joio'r briodas nawr, Rich. Siarada ni trwy'r hanner cynta yna. O'ch chi'n disgwyl bod ar y blaen o 2 gol i ddim?
Oedden ni'n gwybod, da ni wedi bod trwy season, da ni wedi bod yn gret, a da ni wedi bod yn cysidio lot o gols, ond da ni'n gwybod faint o dda, da ni'n mynd ymlaen, ac oedden ni'n gwybod sy'n nhw'n trwy push over confidence, oedden nhw'n mynd on am y clean sheets, ond oedden ni'n gwybod, a oedden ni'n hyderus, sy'n ni'n gallu brifo nhw ar y brec, so, ia, fath o dde, mae unbelievable.
A nawr, mae yna 2 Ewrop i drefnu, Rich.
Ei, allan gwytsiad. Sy'n yw'n cyfod o ddyn o'r supporters, ond ia, da chi'n be, mae'r i'r committee, mae ei bawb, mae gennych chi volunteers fo'n cwrs, sy'n wedi gwachio game, just achos maen nhw'n neud y canteen, a dyn nhw'n gallu gweld, maen nhw'n gorau neud y giat, so mae hyn i gyd iddyn nhw, i'r gymuned, sbiwch beth da ni'n gallu creu, os oes adverts i Welsh football, dyma fo, ia, Caernarfon Town.
Rich, joia, pob luck.
Diolch.
Am diwrnod i'w gofio yn rhe'r Cofis. Mae'r parti wedi dechrau. Ni'n mynd i fynd am egwyl. Pidwch chi'n mynd yn bell. Diw'r ein ddim yn mynd yn bell. Byddwn ni'n ôl nawr. Croeso nôl ato ni i'r ofal, croeso mawr am brynhawn i Caernarfon. Y dathlu wedi dechrau. Maen nhw'n Ewrop am y tro cyntaf, go fe. Maen nhw wedi chwarae pêl-droed fan hyn ers rhyw 140 o flynyddoedd. Maen nhw wedi cael diwrnodau mawr. Credwch chi fi, mae'r diwrnod yma i fyny yna gyda'r mwyaf. Wrth i ni weld y dathlu, mae yna gwpan yn cael ei godi. Darren Thomas o bawb yn cael y tlws yng nghanol y Cofis yn codi y cwpan. Pawb ar y cae yn ei chanol i. Am olygfa, bron 2,000 o bobl pnawn yma. Owain am olygfa, ond am y chlysur, y Caernarfon yn Ewrop am y tro cyntaf erioed.
Ie, anhygoel i'r clwb. A mae rhaid chdi ddeud o safbwynt be maen nhw wedi gwneud dros y tymor dwytha ers dod yn ôl i fewn i'r Cymru Premier, bron bod nhw'n heiddi hyn. Maen nhw wedi bod yn agos ac yn agoshau drwy'r amser, ond byth cweit yn gallu cyrraedd yna. Ac o ran y perfformiad heddiw ar ben ei hun bach, yn llwyr reoli'r gêm, yn heiddi ennill y gêm ac yn heiddi'r trip i Ewrop.
Ac un o'r dyddiau yna, le a bron popeth yn iawn iddyn nhw, y gwrthwyneb llwyr i Ben-y-bont, dim byd yn bownsio, oedd hi'n teimlo fel i diwrnod nhw oddi o'r dechrau.
Oedd, ac yn fwy na, nid lwc oedd o, doedd o'n fatha bod Pen-y-bont yn dod oddi ar y cae, fel, oedden ni yn anlwcus heddiw. O Caernarfon jyst yn well na nhw. A dim bod nhw isio ennill yn fwy na Pen-y-bont, ond weithiau ti jyst yn teimlo, mae bob dim yn syrthio o'n ffaf ni. Oedd yr egni oedd yn y tîm, a Richard Davies, mae'n neud i gymaint o glod fel rheolwr. Mi o'n a lot o bobl yn ei gwestiynu fo'r dechrau'r tymor. Oedd y clwb wedi gwneud y penderfyniad cywir i roi y rôl bwysig yna iddo fo fel prif hyfforddwr y clwb, a mae di talu ar ei ganfed yma oherwydd mae'r job mae di wneud drwy gydol y tymor yn special dros ben, yn enwedig dros yr wythnos wythnos yma.
A dde'n gweud cyn y gêm, bod hon yn gêm i newid y clwb. Mae'n arian yn dod mewn, os nhw'n chwarae ddyn iawn. Gallu newid y clwb?
O bosib, mae'n mynd i newid y clwb am y cwpl o dymor yn nesaf yn sicr. Mae lot o clybiau wedi cyrraedd Ewrop ac eich gwastraffu'r arian. A wedyn di pethau ddim cweit yn gweithio allan fel fysa'r syniad delfrydol cyn iddo fo ddigwydd os lici di. I ddechrau, mae rhaid iddyn nhw fwynhau'r daith, pwy bynnag fydden nhw'n chwarae, pwy bynnag wlad maen nhw'n mynd i deithio ac i enjoyo, a fydden nhw'n gobeithio eich yna fwy na cwpl o gemau Ewrop. Dwi'n dori o draws ma'n ddrwg i fi, ac mae rhaid ni glywed gan y gŵr yma. Ni wedi llusgo fel chwaraewyr o'r dathlu. Draw ni o Sioned.
Sean, sori fi wedi gorfod tynnu ti bant o'r dathlu, ond Sean gyfyrchiadau enfawr am ddiwrnod i glwb Pêl-drod Caernarfon.
Briliant. Dwi'n weld ei bydd topio'r diwrnod yma lan. Hothyn ni ddechrau rili da, dwi'n meddwl sa'n ni wedi gallu gofyn am dechreuad gwell. A gyda ni gwybod unwaith sa'n ni gael un gol o flaen y fans fe gyd o fama. Sa'n anodd dod gael ni nôl ar ôl hynna.
Dani Gossett newydd o drawr Dani, Sean gyfyrchiadau enfawr. Beth yw'r brif emosiwn ar? Mae pethau wedi mynd bach yn bonkers yma ar yr ofal.
Ie, dwi'n meddwl reid hwn i geiriau, mae'n jyst yn donos faint yn feddwl i'r clwb, i dreu hun, y fans i gyd. Dyma di'r games da ni'n chwarae amdan a gafewn i Ewrop jyst yn topio'r season off. Credit i'r ocer, mae'n ffantastig, so mor falch i gael y dros y lein.
A dy stori di'n bersonol, Dani, jyst pa mor special a faint mae hwn yn golygu ti i gyrraedd Ewrop gyda Caernarfon? Ie,
yn bersonol fyd, dwi'n meddwl dyna oedd y gol, pryd o'n i allan o ffwbol i ddod yn ôl i chwarae'r lefel ychan yn Ewrop a i wneud o fo Caernarfon mae'n topio bob dim off a wneud o werthol, so edrych ymlaen i'r gemau European o'n i'r trip i ffwr.
Mae'n mynd i fod yn dipyn o haf. Sean, cyfle i warae yn Ewrop? Gyda Caernarfon haf yma gobeithio?
Weithio gawn ni weld, ond na, just enjoyo'r diwrnod yma hefo'r fans i gyd a falle, a na, dwi'n meddwl bydd hi'n noson da iawn yna yma, siwr.
Sean, ti yw styr yn y gêm. Dani, na i adlu ti roi'r champagne? Joiwch hynna, Sean gwrchiadau.
Fi'n credu na nhw joio heno, digon o champagne ma yn barod. Felly dyna, ni wedi cyrraedd diwedd tymor Owain, a ni'n gorffen y tymor, lot o sôn am dyfodol y gyngor. Dyddiau fel hyn ni eisiau gweld, bron 2,000 yn gwylio gêm clwb lleol yn dathlu. Mwy o hyn, ysgolwch yna?
Ie, yn union. Dyna da ni gyd yn mwynhau. Dyna sydd yn bosib yn y gyngor. Yn amlwg rhai clybiau'n cael eu cefnogi'n fwy nag eraill, ond pan ti'n gweld y math o wyrgylch da ni wedi weld heddiw, a gweld y tîm oedd yn heiddi ennill, yn mynd drwodd, yn cael chwarae yn Ewrop, briliant. Dani Gossett a Sean Bradley yn fanna, wedi chwarae mor dda drwy gydol y tymor, ac o bosib dau cyn chwaraewr Bangor, eich oedd angen y profiad o'r tîm lawr y lôn, jyst i helpu Caernarfon ar yr eiliad ola.
Mae fe'n cael honna, achos mae fe wedi cael ambell i sylw pnawn yma. Owain, diolch yn fawr iawn am y cwmni. Dyna ni felly, bydd ni'n ôl mis nesaf, gêm fach Cymru, gêm gyfeillgar yw i, dim Euros, ond mae Caernarfon ar y ffordd i Ewrop. Mwy o chwaraeon i ddod ar S4C pnawn yma. Rygbi fydd hwnnw, Caerdydd yn erbyn y Sharks. Ond nhw'n disgrifio hon fel gêm i newid y clwb o bosib. Bydd y clwb yma yn newid Ewrop. Mae'r cofiau